Azrael daughter for this one.
Azrael daughter?
Mhm.
Okay. I'll try to remember both because your persona over the entirety of the kingdom. Regnum, Azrael daughter. I'll try. I'll try really hard. Okay. So I just want to check to see where we're at here. Okay, all right. We should be live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kingdom of Kodiak episode 2. Today I have Pro 10 champion Zannah, Azrael daughter Regnum, whichever one you're going with for local or whatnot. Thank you for coming. I do apologize for everyone who's going to watch Kingdom of Kodiak, as we're about an hour behind schedule. Kingdom Board of Directors went a little long. That is on me. So, how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, just that board of directors meeting was nice. We got a lot of stuff done, but man, really cut into my me time.
Yeah, well, a lot of great land audits were put forth in the meeting. I don't know if anyone was listening, but there was a couple of possible Shire to Barony moves being presented.
Yeah.
So super cool for the kingdom. That being said, let's get on task here. Let's get to the bare necessities. Okay. So,
all right.
Where's the persona name come from?
So I'm a bit loath to admit this, but Zannah is the name of a Sith Lord, and I just thought it sounded really cool.
Yeah.
So, and I really liked what she had going for her. You know how Yoda says that always two there are, the master and the apprentice? Zannah was the first apprentice. So
cool. What about the last name?
My last name, Regnum, is Latin for kingdom, and it just sounds cool. Just sounds a little bit regal. I like that. And Azrael daughter is a Scandinavian matronym, which means that it is the name of your mother. But I'm actually just going with my knight, who is Azrael Jade. Dame Azrael Jade.
Fantastic, awesome. Which is all of that is amazing. I enjoy all of your name across the whole thing. It's super cool. Siths are nice. I mean, they're not great Jedi, but that's okay. So how long I would look to the org to get us some information about you, and I noticed that you've been playing since 2008.
Yeah. I always forget to sort of celebrate my my anniversary of joining Amtgard, and it's been so long now. It's pretty crazy.
It's on top of having such a long time in the game, you've maxed out a lot of classes. Is there one that you would say is your favorite of the classes provided?
This is supposed to be red, and this is I'm really fond of healer, and I'm also fond of bard. I've been playing a lot more bard recently, and aspiring to mastery of it and paragonhood.
We're going to talk about both of those here after we get through the bare necessities. But what would be your least favorite class?
Man, I forgot the nerf druid sign.
Oh.
Damn it. Yeah, it's druid.
Oh, man, 2 in a row. Okay. Any specific reason besides the fact that you hate Kodiak, or?
No, it's not that I hate Kodiak. I just think druid has a very high skill floor, and it's hard to go wrong with playing it. And I also got wrecked at Phoenix League by some really high level druids, and that was just the sourest taste in my mouth.
It happens. So going along with classes, what is your favorite battle game or
Um,
style of game?
I am a big fan of the siege battle games. I feel like they have a really awesome feeling. Like when you get when you and your team successfully uh, are in a castle, like a real building, and you're defending it, and you're uh, like killing people as they're climbing up on top of it. That is one of the highest adrenaline things you can do in Amped Guard, in my opinion.
Sure,
Um,
absolutely.
I'm also a big fan of Phoenix League. I love the tight knit team play of it, but we don't get the chance to play Phoenix League super often. But if we do, I always want to play.
Yeah. No, I remember when we did it for Sir Baihu's knighting. It was pretty intense. That was my first experience with Phoenix League, and I was on a thrown together team. Uh, Very interesting game to say the least.
Oh, you were just another target to me, so
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm aware. I'm aware. Just another victim. Uh, all right. So I know that you've already mentioned the Paragon Sash, but what is your most favorite award? That being said, you do have an anti-griffin.
that's it. You called it. Good on you for doing your research.
Yes, that's
Yeah, the story behind that is one I'll never forget. I was in a single short sword tournament. I was in a weapon master or war master tournament. It was single. It was a single short fight, and I was facing off against Sir Anatole, and basically he threw a shot, dropped his sword, and I had this moment where I was like, I should let him pick it up, and I was like, well, I'm not going to get a win against. When's the next time I'm going to get a win against Sir Anatole?
right.
So I killed him.
You take them
But
when
like
you get them, right?
there was a
Yeah.
nice moment of hesitation there where I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll hit you. I think I got wrecked for the rest of the thing though. So
I've
all's well
had
that
those
ends well.
moments too. Like I try to fight honorably all the time, but I remember specifically a fight against Tisco where he dropped his sword, and I was like, I may never ever get this opportunity again, or at least for a while. And I stabbed him and apologized at the same time. It happens. But yeah, I wanted to point out because it's not an award you see a lot, obviously, and I figured it had to have a pretty good story connected to it. So there we
Yeah.
are. So, uh, Paragon Healer just recently got that. You got that at
Mhm.
Maze this last year, if I remember correctly.
Sure did.
Um,
It's what I'm more proud of, but Anti Griffin is funnier and
okay,
certainly more unique.
sure. Uh, what? Just talk to someone who's. I'm relatively new to the game. I'm also not a Paragon anything. What is that extra effort, or can you talk to us about what it takes to be a Paragon?
Ooh, yikes. Can I just link you to Nine Blades' Paragon Academy or Paragon Boot Camp?
Sure.
No. Okay, but what I did was I really tried to think about everything that I did in a game, analyze how I use my spells and how often I use my spells, and the lives that I lost without uh, burning all my per life spells.
Lord baby Jesus.
What else? The just trying to look really good. One of the things that I social distancing actually. One of the things that I should have done is get a hood because hoods look really cool and they're a really healery thing. But like, I mean, I feel like it's barely just started, you know. So I'm, not done being a healer, and I still love it so much. There's there's something that's really exciting about playing a healer where you are the class with the most support aspects. So you have to basically see the entire battlefield. And there were a few things that not to brag, okay, I'm gonna brag. There were a few things that I did from the start. I memorized the healing camp before I stepped onto the field. Because when I joined, I was not able to participate without a parent or guardian there. And so I had 4 weeks where I was sitting on my butt watching people have so much fun in battle games. And I just learned the healing camp. The other thing is that I was really fortunate to play in a park like PV, where we have the newly Paragon Archer, Sir Alucard. And he puts the fear of arrows into you. And if he doesn't put the fear of arrows into you, he will put all the arrows into you. So I learned very quickly where to always keep him in the back of my mind. I would always know where he was, and that's a sort of battlefield awareness that I tried to take and expand to everything in Edgar.
And it's led you to a point now where you've reached a Paragon, even though you've said you're not done there, which is fantastic. It would be sad to see you just drop healer altogether. What would you say as far as, I don't know if build is the correct word or loadout is the correct word. What do you call your favorite healer's loadout?
I play a very combat heavy healer is what I'm known for. I basically, my favorite way to play is to have a friend who I can like stick to them like glue, and literally as soon as they die, I will like resurrect them, and they'll be back and swinging. I have never been much of a taste for the healer with no weapons. I like to, since I can't play a paladin, I basically play a paladin with no armor and a really big lay on hands pool. I think that's a way that I would describe my play style.
Cool, fantastic. So the other class that you had mentioned earlier was Bard, and that kind of leads me into my next question, which is I've seen you actively perform at Kingdom events or
Thank you.
Convergence or something like that. You're very welcome. And we were just talking this last week in one of the chats about role play. How do you find the confidence to step in front of a group of people and perform something? Or, you know, because I don't mean to bring it up, but I do remember at one point at Maze, you were like, there's another verse. And I don't remember it. And then that was the end of the conversation. But how do you find the courage to get up and do that?
Well, I don't know. I just want it, I guess. I don't want to say like I have a technique. I just like I felt nervous performing, and I just let it sort of go through me, and I fight against it in a way.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking to a new player at this point, and they're like, I want to be you when it comes to performing. Well, I want to perform like you, however you want to word it. And your example to them is perseverance, essentially, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I am lucky in that I've been singing all my life. I have been I've been okay in front of crowds. I don't have a big stage fright, but yeah, I don't know. I wish I could say something like I would just imagine everybody in their underwear, but I really like to impress people. So
fantastic. You have been very out in the ether or out in the kingdom. You've been traveling with Queen Balder for as long as I've been playing. Every time I've seen Balder, I've seen you. What keeps the game fresh for you?
So I find new challenges, and I enjoy being with people. Amtgard is a network of people to me, and I like hanging out with this network of people. So I'm down to do that, and then whatever comes of that. I like to set challenges for myself. Right now, I'm obviously doing this whole Kingdom Champion thing, which I hadn't really planned for, but I'm going to take it and do my best with it. And then I'm working to better myself as a bard, on the field, off the field. I'm working to, be a 4-belted knight. Why not?
Small aspirations, no big deal, right?
Yeah.
For anyone listening right now, Zannah is also running for the Kingdom Champion for next reign, unopposed, which is awesome. But it seems like we'll be working together for 6 months, so that'll be super awesome to get all of your knowledge and wealth of energy for 6 months as we
Thanks.
go into it. Not a problem.
I have some big plans for this next reign that I'm really excited to try and get out there.
That'll be great. So I didn't ask this of Balder last time because there was plenty to talk about with him, but there are a couple of things that you have that he doesn't, that maybe is a little bit more prominent with you. And that's
great hair.
Okay, there's 2 things. Great hair, and also you're kind of more out front with your household company, whichever one you want to call it. Can you talk to us a little bit about your?
Well, we haven't done much, but I'm in a household called the Order of the White Light, and basically what we're trying to do is role play the good guys, because there are a lot of households that are dedicated to less scrupulous characters, pirates, your assassins. Like there's so many assassin houses that I lose track of them all. But actually, there's not a whole lot of households for people who want to play a noble character. Like noble, not as in your titles, but as in your deeds. Like
Sure.
You're going to be good, you're going to be merciful, you're going to help people, and you're going to smite evil.
And also role people in Phoenix League.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah, that's fair. I brought it up because I noticed the colors are a little bit more prominent when we get to an event. Like you are red, black, and red, black, and white.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but a significant portion of the time. And it just seemed like it was something that was a bigger deal to you. Do you see as a collective, you guys being the energy for a park or an event, or is it more just an individual thing?
Well, I mean, lots of households that are like even role play less scrupulous characters do a lot of service, and I think it would be great to do service. I like doing that, and it's always more fun to have friends especially when you're doing cooking a feast or something like that, because then you can talk smack with them.
Absolutely. One of the questions that has come up both weeks of Kingdom of Kodiak, and I think it needs an explanation and an answer, is where's the free toaster? So like Sir Glenelf wants to know.
Well, man, I didn't have anything for this. Okay, Glenolf, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to. Damn it.
Are you telling Sir Glenolf he's not getting a toaster?
I'm not telling him he's not getting a toaster. I'm telling him that I can't give him a toaster.
Okay. You want to elaborate a little bit on what the toaster?
I have no idea what this is about, really.
Oh, okay.
If I do, then that's going to be super embarrassing. But I can't remember. Maybe it's some inside joke that he made a while ago, and I don't know. I'm sorry, Glenolf.
That's fair. No problem. As tradition, being that it is week 2, I do have to ask what your stance on bears are.
Higher than Twinks, lower than Twunks.
Oof. Okay, so I don't know what Twinks and Twonks are. So
The rest of you can look it up when you get home.
okay, I'm home, but I still don't know what it is. And the last thing that I really wanted to talk to you about is your energy when it came to a certain dice game that got brought to you. Drum dice.
Yeah. I love that game.
For anyone not aware, drum dice was a little Crucis invention that got some wheels on it real quick and made its way to Pegasus Valley, Silver City, Cloud's Edge, sorry. And Zannah, you donated supplies so that. Am I incorrect?
No, I
on
believe
that?
I believe so. I know that Sir Randall gave me a dice set of dice and a drum and some coins too. I put in a few coins of my own. I even put in some of the sand from an old rain that was used as currency because I feel like why not use all kinds of different wacky currencies. So we have the Church of the Apocalypse's blood money and some vials of sand and stuff like that. Golden Veil Sparkies.
I did misspeak. You had plans on continuing the tradition of passing it on.
That's a tradition I would really love to continue. I think it's left the kingdom now, and I'm really excited to be able to play this game with more people when the world doesn't end. So, but that is one of my plans. Is I'm going to pay back Sir Randall's favor and give out a drum and dice to folks who would be interested when I get the chance.
Right. Additionally, at Midrain, you were teaching this game to people. The people from Glassforge Highland, I believe, were and then there was a change of coinage from them for the excitement of it. Like you're leading a charge of a revolution when it comes to drum dice. Additionally, can confirm that drum dice has made it to the Iron Mountains because I gave the rules to the Iron Mountains, so I know that that's happened.
It's your friend in the Brotherhood of Ash, right?
The Order of the Ash, yes. Deverick Stormcast, yes.
Ash.
Yes, he asked for the written rules, and because I'm such a good housemate, I wrote the rules and then gave them to him. He wants to greatly enforce the coward rule, which is not necessarily a rule, but you're a coward if you don't pick up someone's non-winning hand and roll 1 dice.
I really try to enforce that rule too, but Pegasus Valley has its own weird culture sometimes when it comes to that.
Absolutely. I know that when we started playing the game, we were really just trying to have fun as a small group. And then we started getting little plastic gems. Well, one little plastic gem made it to the table. And then we started doing an economic basis around it. The gem was worth 5 coins. We also have a dog-based economy where a duct tape dog is worth 6 coins. So if you have duct tape dogs, you can get 6 coins, maybe kind of.
All
But
right. If
so it was a peasant Ren made a dog, a throwy, at GOTC 2 years ago or last year, and gave it to me. And one of our new players really, really wanted it, and I was trying to win, having the most coins. So I set up a dog-based economy where 6 coins would get you the dog, and that was a trade, and things
That's
just go from
hilarious.
there.
I think I've battle gamed with that at the Gathering, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the new player, Tide, it has put Velcro all over his body and puts all of these animal-shaped throwies. He went to the Cloud's Edge Convergence Day, and we're just having a field day with throwing animal-shaped throwies. And
I did get a few animal-shaped throwies thrown at me at Cloud's Edge. I was amused by that.
so, actually, quicker than I thought it was going to be, but that is all the questions I had for you. Is there anything that you wanted to put out for the kingdom?
So I know that someone in the Glacier Highlands asked about champion challenges,
Sure.
and I have to admit, when I didn't come into this reign with a plan for champion challenges. It was all very sudden. I would be interested in continuing them. I have a concept for the next reign that I am working on, and but for this reign, I don't know. It's something that I would like to get some input from other people on. Is what we're looking for in a champion challenge, because people want a champion challenge, and what do they want out of it? One of the things that I've seen constantly is titles. I think titles are super cool. And I know a lot of people who have their titles from previous champion challenges, and they are super proud of them. That is very unique, and I like the unique aspect to it. I don't really want to copy other champions challenges so much, but at a certain point, I would be okay with not so much improving on perfection, as it were. If there is a thing that gets people motivated, gets people out and enjoying Amtgard every week, and gets people competing and pushing themselves, then that is something that I would love to do, and I think it would be cool for future Kingdom champions to do that too.
So you do get put on the spot here a little bit, because we're in a situation where we're quarantined, we're not playing Amtgard, we're not at parks, but we're still trying to have.
Well, I can tell you that I have a credit in the Nine Blades and I have a credit in Polaris. So my orc would say that I am playing Amtgard right now, and it certainly feels like, even though it's not wacky bats and stuff like that, there is a form of Amtgard that we can all do in these trying times, to tide ourselves over until we can get back to business as usual.
Right. So, but that.
So I'm not necessarily opposed to doing Kingdom challenges during this pandemic time, but they would have to be specifically tailored for this sort of event. And jousting with people at the grocery store for toilet paper is probably not going to cut it.
So now this is how awesome you are as a person. You asked the question and answered it, and I didn't have to say anything.
Well,
You knew
I've been
exactly where it
preparing
was
for this
going.
question. I
That's
wasn't
awesome.
preparing for the toaster question.
Well, we have some evidence of your why. Cleo is mentioning that you're a Cylon, and that's why you're not giving out toasters.
A Cylon. Oh, is this a Battlestar Galactica reference? I've never watched it.
It very well could be. I just got on the third season of
But
Next Generation. I have no idea.
I don't know. I think I'm very human. I haven't malfunctioned once in this whole endeavor.
So I'm gonna try to bookend the chat here. We talked about your sash at the beginning as one of the things you were proud of, your Paragon status. I didn't give any props to any of the artisans connected to it, and I would be doing a disservice to the kingdom if I didn't get that out there.
So I suppose I should shout out some of the people whose work that I wear a lot, because I know it's sort of an iconic look. But the garb that I wear, and like that you can see in a lot of pictures of me, is made by Dame Lilith Everstouter of Pegasus Valley. She's an excellent craftswoman, and one of those people who is scarily close to masterhood. And her work definitely speaks for itself. I'm always really proud to wear that. This sash was made by my squire brother Balder, and I like it a lot. It has its weirdness, like it folds over itself a lot, but it looks so nice, and I really wanted to show it off today.
Of course, it is beautiful. That's why I wanted to bring it up.
Also, one last thing is during the winter months, I was wearing a Order of the White Light fleece tunic made by Cleo of Pegasus Valley. She had this really awesome initiative where she basically took it all upon herself to garb the entire park in fleece tunics. And that was one of the best things that I've seen anyone do for the winter months, and I hope that more people do it so we can enjoy Amtgard.
That's not a small feat either. Pegasus Valley is one of the bigger parks. You guys are what, in the 20s, maybe low 30s?
Last time I checked, we had a before the world ended, we had a 27 something. Like I remember distinctly that at the last few weeks of Duchess Sarai's reign, which just recently ended and made way for Duke Dominus's reign, that we had just broken into the top 10, and then as soon as some other park entered their attendance, we fell off again. But for a hot second there, we were in the top 10 attendance again, and I was really happy for that, especially since I hope that I did something that was good for that.
Yeah. You are getting props for the quote. It's kind of an iconic look.
Wait, what's an iconic look?
Your quote, it is kind of an iconic look when speaking to your own garbing, is getting noticed as quote of the video. So kudos for that.
No.
Fantastic. Zannah, I appreciate it, you coming on today. Thank you for sticking with me, even though it was a little bit later. You're a fantastic Amtgarder and a better person. I enjoy hanging out with you. Hopefully we can do that more often once the world stops ending.
So one thing I would say is keep doing Amtgard during these times. We've got there's a lot of stuff that we can do and learn during this time, and a lot of really awesome people are taking so much time to teach. It's a great time to learn new skills. I've been trying to pick up a whole bunch of things and challenge myself to write songs and poetry every day.
I made a shield cover.
Yeah, you made a shield cover. That's
What
pretty
the
awesome.
hell? Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
And we Dragonspine, the kingdom. We're having classes every weekend. I'm going to talk to Balder about doing one, and it's not going to be a class. It's going to be another discussion about more champion challenges. But yeah, so everyone just stay safe, stay happy, and thank you so much for tuning in. It means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to Kodiak too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great time. Just for scheduling sake, guys, next week should be Prime Minister to the Kingdom Morgan. If the world has him wrapped up and stuff, you will get your first ever Ask Me Anything to Kodiak, and I will answer all of your questions for an hour to an hour and a half. And then the last week of our monarchy will be our first ever nightly chat with Deem and Abelli. Zannah, thank you again so much for sticking with us. I do appreciate you. For everyone that watched, thank you again. And until next week, stay safe. Bye.